Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay with the brand new Diamond Rudy Gay. This card is going to be a very good offensive small forward. Doesn't have the SIGs of his pink diamond, which is a little disappointing. He'd be even better if he did, but I still think his SIGs are, like, maybe not great, but usable. And I think, honestly, the fade is going to be elite. The standstill jumper is going to be elite. The slashing is going to be elite. And I honestly think the defense might surprise some people as well. So before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into it. Let's take a look at this Rudy Gay card. A 6'8" small forward, 96 offense and 92 defense. You got an 86 3 ball, 90 mid-range, 90 driving at dunk, as well as 75 block and steal, 84 perimeter, 78 interior. Obviously the defense is average at best, but 87 speed, 85 steal ball, 84 agility, 95 vert. He's got decent strength, 82, that's not bad, 98 stamina as well. Like, honestly, he's a very good looking card. And then badge wise, you got gold aerial wizard, Hoff Deadeye, gold handles, high flying air hook specialist, interceptor, lightning launch, off ball pest, silver on ball menace, Hoff physical finisher and posterizer, as well as gold pogo, post fade, post up poet, silver post lock, Hoff set shot, gold slippery, and silver versatile visionary. Obviously could use a lot of badges. The ones I would add though, shifty shooter is 1 for sure. Pick dodge is probably 2, paint patroller is probably 3, limitless range is 4, and immovable forcer is probably 5. Those are probably the 5 badges I'd look to add to him. You could also consider throwing bailout in there as well, especially if you are going to try to dribble a decent bit with Rudy Gay. That being said, I probably would pass on that badge in favor of another defensive badge or something along those lines. And I think shifty and limitless are really important for him for what he's going to be offensively. Now, here's the truth. He doesn't move that great. His drag back's not bad. He bursts pretty good, to be fair. Well, actually, he didn't that time, but, well, he bursted really good the first time. I don't know. There's some sort of timing to the burst that can be a little inconsistent, but drag back's not bad. Behind the back is whatever. It doesn't create a ton of space, but who cares? Between the leg escape is probably going to be your better escape because this front escape is pretty darn slow, to be totally honest. They believe it's a beat escape. The honest truth is, this card, if you're expecting him to be a great shot creator, you're probably going to be disappointed. What he is an elite catch and shoot shooter, an elite run and fade shooter, and an elite slasher with a big player build at small forward. He's 6'8". Now, I think, to be totally honest, is pro fade, big player build, and great slashing with a good jump shot worth paying 300,000 MT for? No. Is it worth paying 150,000 MT for? That might be a lot more of a potential yes. If this card winds up settling for under 200K, I think that's a pretty reasonable price point. I think if he winds up being any more than that, probably not the best idea to really pick up this Rudy Gay card. I just think you're letting yourself down at that point, in my opinion, spending that much MT on this card, because again, he's not an incredible defender and he's not this insane shot creator. He's just a really good catch and shoot shooter who also happens to be a great slasher and have a great fade. Definitely a good, valuable card without a doubt, but is he worth 300K MT if that's what he winds up going for? I personally wouldn't say so. That's just me. So that being said, I still think it's gonna be a really good card. Still excited to try him. Let's hop into a game. Let's see what Rudy Gay can do. All right, hopping into this game, let's give Mr. Gay a try. Pick and roll, out to our pop, catch and shoot, and that is a great look to start off the game. I'm gonna mute my mic so my opponent doesn't have to hear me talk about Rudy Gay the entire game. And a beautiful shot right there by Rudy, getting himself a bucket, first possession of the game. Late contest is still a contest right there. We get a 48. Good jump right there with Sigma, and that gives us an opportunity to immediately get back out on the offensive end of the court. Got a pick and roll here, and that is CJ McCollum under the rim. No chance he's ever getting anything close to a contest on me. I'm stick dunking at that, and we take ourselves a second bucket already. Quick 5 points from the 3 ball and from the slashing ability. Again, he doesn't need SIGs to be an impactful quality card. That's what I think is very important to note at this point in the year. I just also think people are going to pay 300K for him because his name is Rudy Gay, and at the end of the day, he's not really a 300K value card with average defense and basically just a fade and a good jump shot. Didn't make that one either, really? Okay, that second one I felt like was definitely gonna be a bucket. Good? That's not even bad defense, honestly. I'm not even mad about that. They didn't give me a stop, but I don't think that was bad defense nonetheless. John Isaac, try not to get ran by. Oh, low-key a nice little post fade. He got a wide open shot off of it, but he butchered the release, and so it winds up being a stop nonetheless, and I threw it right to Bruce Bowen. You just can't throw the ball in the vicinity of Bruce Bowen, really. If he's in anything close to what could be perceived maybe kind of a passing lane, it's gonna be a steal every time. His steal tendo must be ridiculous, because he literally steals everything. CJ McCollum shoots an ill-advised pull-up that wound up being open because I literally clicked, I like walked away with Sigma as he shot it, basically. I did not have anything, I did not think at all there was any chance he was going to shoot that. Otherwise, I obviously would have stayed up on him with Sigma, but the spacing is not good here. That's fine. Let's get this pick and roll going, and let's see if we can get off this screen for a fade. And that's probably why you need Limitless right there, is that shot right there, because I think that one would be considered a Limitless shot. Not a great couple possessions, though, in all honesty, for Rudy Gay. He's not hitting the fade so far, is the one thing that I'm not seeing so far in this gameplay. So hopefully we can get that flowing a little bit. But he still has 5 points, has shown off the slashing and the shooting already, so it could be worse. Not sure what defensive setting that is, but I don't think his hedge setting is where I would put it. That looked to me a little bit, I don't know, maybe that was just the CPU being weird. Really not sure. Anyways, Rudy Gay, he is, to be fair, being guarded by like literally arguably the best on-ball defender in the game in Bruce Bowen, so I think that is worth noting. That is not, I don't know, man. That's a weird animation. I was kind of trying to get a dunk, to be honest. I was trying to stick dunk, but that's just a very weird animation. Rudy jumps at nothing and doesn't get a contest, and I mean, after the first couple possessions, we're already kind of slowing down, it feels like, in terms of effectiveness on both ends of the court so far. Hit hard slip, hit one more. I tried to one more that. It didn't let me pass out of it. Low key, he should have dunked it, but Sigma absolutely met him at the top, which credit to Jack Sigma, I guess. But I don't feel like the idea there was actually all that bad. Smart foul right there, in all honesty, with CJ McCollum, because he was going to have a huge mismatch, or I had a huge mismatch there with Sigma on McCollum. But downhill drive again, out to our pop again, and can we just get like a little bit of a better screen this time? Got a good look. It would have been a good look, but the pass was slow as heck. Come on, get that pass there. I feel like it took forever to get the ball to Sigma there. He was wide open and just didn't get the pass off. After the first 2 possessions, this has been a ugly gameplay, to be honest. Not really having a lot of success so far with Rudy, as much as I would like anyway. Catch here. Again, we have a size mismatch. I just would like to get him to touch a screen just a little bit here if I can. Come back to me again, please. Boom. I'm just shooting this. CJ McCollum is not contesting me. Why is that a late slow? Hello? I have no idea, bro. All right, well, ugly, not very good first quarter, unfortunately, is a very disappointing start to this gameplay. I expected more, but part of it's certainly on me. That being said, if you expect this card to do much more than run around in a circle to the rim or into a fade on offense, you're probably going to be disappointed. He doesn't have the SIGs to do that. You just have to keep that in mind with this card. I think that's one of the most important things with him that you have to keep in mind. So down by 3 at the start of the second, only 5 points in the first quarter. That did not go very well at all. Let's see if we can get it going a little more in the second quarter here, but I was hoping for more, man. His bench is not as good as his starters defensively by any means. I mean, that's a pump. Bro, come on. That frustrates me because I'm pump faking. I'm not trying to shoot that. It's not even that bad of a shot, but help down here. You know what? Get a paint stop. Why not? There we go, Rudy. Good defense. He gets a little bit of contest too. I don't know why my opponent is so insistent on shooting these post fades. That's his 3rd one of the game, and he hasn't knocked a single one down yet. Behind the back, push cross. Again, he's kind of caged. Owana Bonner, I mean, perimeter defense-wise is very good. Hit our slip, and I guess we just take the dunk. Ugly game, man, but we finally got on the board again. Rudy is shooting, did that say 20-something% from the field? Yeah, 22% from the field. We're in trouble. That's not a steal. Give me the ball. Thank you. I was going to say I deserve a steal there. Throw it to Rudy again. Catch in the corner. Try to go middle and look for our midi fade there. That's a good look. And that's missed again? Are you kidding me? How is that a 6? Worst gameplay easily that I've had in a while, I feel like, in terms of what I expected from a card. I don't know. I know he doesn't have 6, but I expected a lot more from this Rudy Gay, man. And he's getting contested a little easier than I'd like to see as well. There's an open one. That one's green. Maybe I've played bad this game. I don't know. Finally gets another shot to go. It's been a minute since we were actually able to knock down a shot with him. That feels nice. I don't know. I just think if you're looking for, and that's a foul, of course it is. If you're looking for a big who is, a wing who's going to be just like a spot up scorer slasher, that's about it, then Rudy Gay could be a good option. But I think he's a little overrated, to be totally honest. Like, this card basically to me is shooting guard, is small forward eligible Billy Knight. Billy Knight also has Rudy Gay's jump shot and pro fade and stuff. Like, what's the difference? He's a 6'8", not elite defensive shooting guard who, I mean, his fade, maybe I just suck. I'm not succeeding with it quite as much as I anticipated that I would, though, to be honest. And I don't know. I'm just not very impressed. I expected more. That's basically my thoughts so far. Good defense. Can we get one more bucket? I mean, he hasn't played horrible. I think part of it's certainly my fault, and his jumper's nice. I just butchered that shot right there. Can I green this one? There we go. It's just been an ugly gameplay though. 11 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. I'll take it, I guess, but yeah, not as impressed as I thought I would be with Rudy Gay. I mean, I just think paying 300K for this card, if that's what his price point ends up being, is a little insane. I don't think he's more than 150,000 MT card or so, probably. Love the jumper, but the jumper by itself doesn't make him an unbelievable card. I mean, Marvin Williams is an incredible card and jumper, and Marvin Williams 20K. So 14 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 5 of 15, 4 of 10 from 3. Definitely not as efficient as I anticipated, and certainly part of that is my fault, but I'm also not unbelievably impressed by this card. So with that being said, that's gonna do it for the video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.